city of Houston has gone through this pizza renaissance. And when we start talking about pizza, not all pizza is the same, right? There's so many different styles, and we're gonna check out stylistically different pizzas today. We're gonna start off here at Pizzaro's. They have got 3 different styles on their menu, which I think is very unique because you're not gonna find that anywhere else. Then we're gonna go to NoNo's. We're gonna try out a Chicago-style, thin crust, tavern-style pizza, not the thick crust, deep dish. We're not doing that. And then at the end, a little special treat for you. I got my friend Chris Bianco. We're gonna cook pizzas at the house. I love pizza. You love pizza. If you don't love pizza, I'm not sure we eat friends. Nicole, Matt, thanks for sitting with us today. What got you so into pizza?
My dad kind of started as a hobby. Got really into it, started getting into ordering the flour, the 00 flour, this whole Napoletana style pizza. We had never really heard of it before, but then we started learning about the Neapolitan pizza and what it is, that it's cooked in a wood-fired oven. Pizza's cooked in 90 seconds at 900 degrees. Like almost instantly fell in love with it.
And that's really by like Italian law.
100%. Yeah, you have to use 00 flour, you have to use the San Marzano tomatoes, you have to use fior di latte or like a homemade mozzarella cheese, and you have to have the wood-fired oven. Now a lot of places do the gas, we do wood just because
that's tradition.
It's proper.
So we really need that, high flame, high temp to kind of maintain the temperatures, maintain the color.
And what a lot of people don't understand about cooking in that oven, it's as much art as it is science. You're not just throwing it in there and then setting a timer, The logs are all different sizes. The frequency of pizzas that you're putting in there change how many logs you need to put in there. And then like the balance of the flame versus kind of like the coal is also important. And that's the #1 reason we have like the open kitchen. It's because we want people to see the artistry of it.
You guys are nerds and I love it. So when did this actually open?
2011 December is when we opened the original location out in Memorial. Very simple, very humble beginnings.
Super simple. We had the oven, which we brought in from Italy, which my dad was so thrilled to get. It was a black and white marbled oven. It was everything that we could to just like open the doors and just serve people.
It was about the love of the pizza and just trying to share that love of pizza with other people.
We were the first people to bring Neapolitan pizza into Houston. We were the first ones to have a wood-fired oven. We only do pizza. We don't do pastas, we don't do sandwiches. We do one thing, we do it really, really well.
For me, I think that's why coming to this restaurant specifically and having that pizza here is where it needs to happen.
So important.
This pizza is not a traveling pizza. It's not the one you get and take it home. I think that's why you have the Detroit and the New York styles. Those kind of do that. You can have that. The Neapolitan, you gotta have it here. It comes out, you eat. What's the perfect ratio of topping on that style of pizza?
Neapolitan?
Minimal.
Like
3.
Threes are
usually our max.
Sauce,
like
cheese, and that's about it, right?
Like,
one thing.
Beyond sauce and cheese, like we'll let you do some stuff, but like we have no problem telling someone like,
you're not gonna.
It's too much. It's just the style of the pizza. It's always gonna have a flop. It's not New York pizza where it's supposed to be rigid and hold a lot of toppings.
So for your cheese, you're pulling curd.
Yes.
Like you get fresh curd, the hot salted water, making the mozzarella.
Yep. It's a huge difference. We get to control the salt. We get to control basically everything about that cheese.
You can also control the texture of it.
Yes.
That's smart. You do that Neapolitan style, you do the New York style, and you do the Detroit style. The Detroit was second, right?
Yeah. We started that in 2016.
We kind of saw the Detroit and saw with the big cheese crust on it, and it's like, that's a showstopper. Like when you see that across the room, you're like, what is that?
And then the New York style pizza came on.
Came on in 2017.
You want to try some stuff?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So in front of you, we have the meat market on our New York style pizza. Then we have our Detroit style pizza here. So this is one of our newer menu items. This is called the Guardian. Then to your left here is our Calabrese, which is one of our standard Neapolitans, been on the menu forever, as well as the Fino. So it's got a Fino salami, which is also known as finocetta, goat cheese, and sausage on a white pie. So no sauce on this one. Plain base of garlic, fresh mozzarella, and olive oil.
I feel like this needs to go first, yeah?
Go for it.
Yeah.
That's just classic Napoletana. Nailed it.
Say like Neapolitan if you don't like that, or Naples style, whatever.
That crust is super delicate. Nice.
Very thin. You'll have like this nice little leopard spotting on the bottom. It's meant to be eaten folded like this. I mean, that's the best way you're gonna get it. Usually flip the tip in.
Really?
There you go.
Yep.
Perfect.
I mean, that's delicious.
Just super simple. You want to showcase the dough, the fermentation, the freshness of the sauce, texture of the mozzarella.
That right there is just gorgeous.
That's what makes the difference. You kind of get a little bit of those bitter notes kind of throughout, kind of helps balance the little bit of the sweetness of the tomato sauce, which is unsweetened. You know, this is just pure Italian tomatoes crushed, like very lightly seasoned. Yeah.
So not cooked.
Not
Correct.
cooked.
It's kind of a
Little
faux
salt.
pas to cook Neapolitan sauce.
I agree with you. New York style,
And you noticed how thin the Neapolitan was in
Yes.
comparison to the New York.
just structure.
Exactly. Working with a lower temperature on this one, longer bake time, get that nice crispiness to it.
It's delicious. Like just the flavor in the crust.
Even though it is New York, we still do kind of more of an aged approach on it. You know, there is a fermentation. It helps develop the crumb within the dough itself, but then also that bread note kind of in the crust.
Longer fermentation time, a lot more digestibility. You're not gonna leave here feeling full. You'll eat probably half of this and feel really good about yourself. You're like, that next fifth piece might be too much, but I could do it.
And then Detroit, we don't ferment quite as long because we want that gluten network to still be intact so that it gets a lot of the fluffiness to it. And that's the thing about those pizzas that I think catches a lot of people off guard is they see it as this really thick, kind of big thing, but it's light. So it's stracciatella, which we just love. It's from Italy, super fresh, super awesome. House-made jalapeno pesto, so it's pesto with a little bit of a Texas kick on it, and then a little bit of our tomato sauce. So
The Frico
It's
edge.
this right here,
yeah,
right?
that's the
When you
the
saw
money.
this, that was a showstopper, right?
Yeah.
yeah. We saw that across the room and it was like, what is it? Oh, it's cheese. Oh, really?
It's really delicious.
Thank you. And you're not gonna feel super heavy after eating this. You're gonna eat 2 to 3 pieces of it, go home with one,
Picking it up on your way home? Yes.
take home, eat here.
If you got a crew of people at home, I would suggest come in like 5 minutes early, order one of these for yourself,
Yeah.
and get these to
There you
go.
go. Yeah, I haven't ate much, Chris. I'm fine. You guys go.
Yeah,
ahead.
no, this is a personal pie. This is a crushable.
Yeah.
You want to share it, get 3.
So the white pizzas, to me, I think the house-made mozzarella really shines on this one. That and the fennel notes here with the sausage. More importantly, that fino cheddar. It's so good. A lot of people, when they think about sausage pizzas or white pizzas, they think about Alfredo as a base, and it's like,
You right?
We don't do that.
no.
This is bread, meat, and cheese.
It's pizza at its simplest form, honestly. Before tomato was introduced to Italy, this is what you would get.
It's very delicious. You guys having the curd and making the cheese, it defines who you are. Those are the little steps that I think define who you
For
are.
sure.
We want to bring you something that is traditional. We ultimately wanted this to be as true to Naples-style pizza as possible. We ultimately wanted this to be as authentic to Detroit as possible. We wanted New York to be as authentic to New York as possible.
What's our tagline? True to tradition.
But if you want to learn stylistically what pizzas are like, this is the correct version of these. Because the question will be a lot of times, it's like, well, they're doing 3 different styles. Are they all good? And they are. The answer is yes. The answer is they are fantastic.
All right, we'll make it your cheese now.
No, stop. No.
Yeah, come on. We'll do one.
All right, what to get at Pizzaro's? Get the white pie. Then if you want to try a different style, go into the Detroit style pizza. My favorite, the Guardian. Then for the New York style pizza, you do owe it to yourself just to straight get a cheese pizza. It is beautiful. You want to talk about knowledge. And when you sit down, you talk about all of the styles of dough, right? 3 different dough recipes for 3 different styles of pizza. There's something for everybody, and they're all technically correct. There's one that we didn't even film, but it was at the very end. They did the New York style with just a thin layer of sauce and just a cheese pizza just for me. And it was magical. Pizzaro's, pretty special. Then we checked out 3 styles of pizza: Napoletana, Detroit, New York. I think we got to talk about Chicago now, but not deep dish. We're gonna go do Chicago Tavern style pizza at NoNo's. So good. All right, so today on Eat Like a Local, we're talking pizza. We need to look at stylistically different pizzas in this city. And quite frankly, this is one of my favorites. It's in my neighborhood, NoNo's Tavern style. Super thin crust, really crispy, toppings are perfect, but it's not just that. We're gonna talk about salads, we're gonna talk about pastas, we're gonna talk about wings, all their apps, the mozzarella sticks. It's just good. We're gonna go talk to Martin and Sarah, kind of OGs on this show. Let's go hang out with them for a little bit, all right? Martin, Sarah, we've talked at Nobi's.
Yeah.
We've been to Toasted. And then this is the newest one. You guys opened 2 years ago, and then right into your first year, Esquire named you best new pizzeria in the country.
Yeah, crazy town.
And you guys do a totally different style. Everything you do, you seem to manage to do it the hard way, but the right way. Because when you say mozzarella sticks, right, people are like, drop it in the fryer and go. This is not the true statement for this.
We wanted to make mozzarella sticks that were the best that we could create. We went through tons of cheeses to start off with and ended up with this Luizzi cheese from Wisconsin. We cut it up, we bread it. I don't really believe in gluten-free pizza crust or pasta, so we wanted to have good gluten-free options, and so the mozzarella sticks, we use gluten-free panko on it.
And then the sauce.
And then we have one we call Hot Larry sauce. It's got smoked tomato, a tomato jam, a little Calabrian chili for a kick, and the other one's just our classic marinara.
Because when you start to look at this, and when people are like, wait, what?
Yeah, you get epic stretches.
I mean, at no point are you gonna go get a mozzarella stick that does that.
You need that Luizzi cheese.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can get this thing. Yeah, I mean, that's a slingshot right there. When you open up NoNo's, you made this fun.
Yeah, I don't want to have the best pizza. I don't want to argue with people of this is better pizza than anyone. I want to have the funnest pizza place. That's what matters here.
And you've got old school Pizza Hut lamps over the place. You want to come in and play pinball. You've got an assortment of video games up here. You got a nice bar program. You got a nice wine program. And the food is just exceptionally done. All right, let's get into these wings, because first off, that's a hog of a wing.
Yeah, try to get a good sized wing, you know, that's not pumped full of hormones or anything like that, and that's the complicated part.
It is.
Then we cure them overnight, smoke them for about an hour, fry them at a low temp, and then refry them again when you order them to get the skin crispy. And then we toss them in a chili crisp that is, you know, traditionally a Chinese ingredient. And we threw a bunch of fennel in there, coriander, fennel seed, red pepper flakes, little Calabrian chili. So it's smoky, it's really savory and rich.
You guys are two of the best restaurateurs that I know.
Appreciate it.
Because of the way that you do things. And it's even through the food, but through the wine. And like this, Brock Cellars, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Brock Cellars Amore Rosso. Super crushable, it has really great acid. It's like meant for this food.
It is pizza wine.
But there's people that are like catching on to it and realizing that they can come in and have a drink and play some games and have some snacks.
I mean, if you think about it as a kid, that's what you grew up with, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And like we used to go to Pizza Hut after a baseball game, and they always had a little tabletop game in the bathroom hallway.
You have one right over here.
Yeah, we have one of those over there, and you know, it's just like we want that kind of nostalgia for, you know, the people that are parents now. You know, she grew up in Chicago, I grew up in South Jersey, but you all have like that kind of nostalgic 80s, early 90s pizza place.
That's what you want it to be for a neighborhood spot.
We definitely wanted to be something for everybody in the neighborhood and not just pizza. On those rare days that I take tables, I talk a lot of trash about the pizza, try to sell everything else on the menu.
The pasta program here, I mean, you normally are running like 6 different pastas on the menu.
And then,
but then you do like pasta Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we do 2 extra specials. Yeah, this is a tagliatelle with a short rib ragu on it. We braise the short rib, gets cured in red wine overnight first, and then toss with a sofrito and finish with a little bit of pecorino on top.
Just a little bit,
yeah.
The fact is that you have an entire short rib basically on that.
Oh yeah, it's a healthy portion.
Yeah, but it makes me want to have a frozen Negroni. But also,
behind you.
Thank you for that.
It goes great with most of the food as well. It's a great pizza beer.
A little piccata style, cold beer, pizza, cold beer, wings, cold beer,
Pinball.
Cold beer, pasta, frozen Negroni.
There you go.
Glass of wine. See, there we go. I think people in Houston have a hard time understanding the Chicago tavern style pizza, because when you say Chicago pizza,
it's instantly go deep dish. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, tavern pizza when you live in Chicago is just like when you order pizza on the weekends, that's what you're getting. You only get deep dish when, you know, your friends from Texas are coming to visit.
Let me see what it is.
Let me see Chicago pizza, you know.
All right, so walk me through this architectural masterpiece. What is this?
Yeah, this is our Tavern pizza, so very thin crust, very crunchy and crackery. This one's the Wise Guy, which is our kind of Chicago homage. Chicago's definitely a sausage town.
Oh, yeah.
After Prohibition's when this tavern style kind of picked up popularity. It's cheaper for all the taverns to make their own sausage than it was to like buy pepperoni. So they started making their own sausages.
That makes sense.
So like a sausage pie on a thin crust was something that you'd come in to drink and they would just hand it out to promote you to drink more. People started going like, oh, I like that tavern's pizza better, so I'm gonna start going there. We make our sausage and then we put giardiniera. This is a Chicago style giardiniera that we make here. So we ferment the veggies, pickle them in vinegar after they ferment for a few days, and pack them in olive oil. And then we put that on top of the pizza. So it's a little bit spicy because there's chilies in there.
A lot of people don't know what giardiniera is here, so
Yeah.
we like to tell people it's kind of like Italian escabeche.
Similar to like a muffalata mix.
Yeah.
This is the party cut, which
Yeah.
I love. And it's just these little crispy squares.
Yeah.
Like that slice has got a lot of sausage, a lot of giardiniera on it, but it is crispy. With this style crust, you don't roll it to order, right? It gets dried.
We make our dough, we ferment it for 3-5 days. After it ferments, we sheet it out with a sheeter, so it's real thin, and then we let it cure overnight. So it gets kind of like a leathery on the top, and then that becomes the bottom of the pizza.
Oh, really?
And that helps you achieve like a super crispy crust.
That's awesome. I mean, I just had a nice slice. Now I'm not so hungry.
Oh yeah, those
I'm
corners
gonna
are the
take
first ones I go
this
for
one.
normally.
Growing up in Chicago, if you were the one to pick up the pizza, you were allowed to eat all of the little triangle corners. It's
On the drive back.
It's the rule.
Yeah.
On the drive back.
Yeah.
Snack.
You would come home and it would just be a tea.
And I'm glad that you guys chose this style to do this. Good call. Now walk me through this majestic slice of
So
the
we have
front of
a-
the Titanic.
We do a nice salted Oreo crust, a little bit of cheesecake filling. It's a vanilla bean cheesecake filling. We do add goat cheese into it because we like that little bit of funk and texture. And then we top it with fresh roasted strawberries.
My mouth just completely watered from everything that just happened.
That makes you want another.
It does. All right, what to order at NoNo's? Mozzarella sticks, the chicken wings, also delicious. The chopped salad, get the chicken piccata, and then the pizzas. My go-to is the Wise Guy. Don't sleep on the cheesecake, but just be aware it's a very large slice of cheesecake, but it's worth it. Terrible at pinball. I'm really good at eating wings and pizza, though. NoNo's is just one of those places that I truly love. Now, something special for you. We're gonna go to my house. Chris Bianco's gonna come over and make some pizzas with us. Today on the show, we've been talking about pizza. We've done NoNo's, we've done Pizaro's. We're gonna head over to my house after this. We're gonna cook some pizzas with a good friend of mine. His name's Chris Bianco. You may have heard of him. You should. One of the most brilliant pizziolas in the country. I've got a big wood-burning oven in my backyard that he's gonna cook out of, and I know that that's not able to happen everywhere. I'm at my local Texas Star Grill shop right by my house. We're gonna talk Gosney's with him. Makes it accessible for people to be able to wood-fire pizzas or just cook pizzas in their backyard. These guys got a lot of them. We're gonna go talk to them, see how you can do this at home. All right, Corey, this is you and your family's shop. How many Texas grill shops do you guys have?
4.
What would make it easier for people to do this?
So if you want to make pizzas at home, you can do it on a wood pellet grill, a charcoal grill, a gas grill, but we recommend Gosney.
Over having like a grill and putting a pizza stone in, I mean, those are great if you already have the grill.
Yeah.
Right? The advantage of this,
Well, this you just turn on and you're cooking in 30 minutes. I mean, it's ready to go. Big Green Egg is also a great option, but you would have to build a charcoal fire.
this
Yeah.
you just click it and go.
You just go. Yeah, I mean, it's propane. They're gonna come out with the natural gas model.
Flame through here.
Yep.
Literally just has that convection across the top.
It just goes right over and it heats the stone, can get up to 950 degrees. 1.5 minutes, done. Wood-fired pizza, easy. Tailgating or camping, you can get the Gosney Tread. This is the Matty Matheson edition, super cool. It's got the tattoos, doodles on the side, and it fits a 10-inch pizza.
Easy to transport.
Yes.
More of a home edition. Definitely a home edition.
So-
and then this giant one.
It's got so much more space. In here, you can fit about one 16-inch pizza, and there you can fit 3 10-inch pizzas. You can cook with gas, wood, or charcoal.
That's pretty amazing. I didn't know about the charcoal.
Yeah.
So you can have all the styles of technical pizza, right?
Literally every style.
Like, this is for people at home to be able to do this. Now we're gonna go over to my house. Chris Bianco's gonna fire some pizzas, but in a much bigger oven, not as efficient as that.
Awesome. Can I come with you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make pizza, yeah. It's gonna be very exciting. It needs to be about 650, you know, somewhere in that range. If we throw a little flour in there, we see how quick it burns. It's pretty hot. So we're gonna keep it more on the front part. It's the first pizza of the night, so we're gonna see what happens. Could be too hot, could be too cold, but you know what, kids? It could be just right. And then I'm gonna put another one while we're doing that. Joining me is pepperoni. Some jalapenos fresh, but nice. It's gonna be nice, super. I'll give you a tip. When you go in though for a pizza, so you kind of, instead of just going in straight, just kind of give it a little bit of lift. See where it is. See the color? It's a little light right now in color, which means I'm gonna get it, turn it, and get a little closer to a hotter spot. Happy days. Looking better, looking better. So I think some of the tips, like if you're cooking in the backyard, be diligent, like what's in our way? What could possibly go wrong? And you know, you start it there. Know your environment. Is it a cool fall day? Is it 95 and 140% humidity? And your dough might be proof twice as long as that it normally does, and be gentle with it and pray. Understand your challenges in the backyard. Like I got to sandbag a few, which means I got a small oven. I'll bake a few halfway. I'll put them over on the smoker to hang out, and then I'll finish them so not everybody has to wait for you to make one at a time kind of thing if it's smaller. Dude, when you're rolling pizza doughs, if you don't really seal that bottom off, there can be like, if you turned it over, there'd be like a little belly button in there where your dough didn't come all the way together. And what'll happen when you stretch it, that will be the thin spot in the pizza. And, you know, it puts a hole in the boat. I mean, none of this is rocket science. I mean, if I could do it, obviously, definitely not. But it still takes a little bit of, you know, thinking and planning.
That's a wrap on pizzas. I mean, there's always so much more to talk about pizza, but we're gonna go find something else. What's next? Napoletana. Did I say that right?
Yeah, close enough.
Pepperoni and fresh made mozzarella.
This is gonna be like the Columbus Nicky.
Napoletana.
Tana.
That's a wrap, everybody. All right, we did it. Woo!